Big Boy's Neighborhood, beautiful day in the neighborhood, man. It's always a pleasure to have this man in the neighborhood, man. Veteran and relevant at the same damn time. E-40 in the neighborhood. Welcome back, young man.
Thank you, folks.
This dude look like foul footage every time. Hey, 40, you'll put up a picture and then you'll put the year next to it. And I look and I be like, this motherfucker still look the same.
Man.
Do I have to start drinking what you drinking? Because you know how people say, man, it's in the water. What is it?
I think it's just the down south genes, you know, Louisiana. My daddy from Mississippi.
Really though, my mom from Mississippi and I look like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, but first off, we gotta say, man, I don't know how many times we sat down, man, and said congratulations. But congratulations, man. Practice makes paper.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
I love that.
Yeah.
And this is album what?
28.
Album number 28.
Damn.
Yes. And still we got what, like 26 bangers on here?
Yes, 26 bangers.
Man.
You know?
40.
I dropped 26 bangers on the 26th.
I heard that, man. Why so much material? And you know what, man? And even listening to it, and what I love about your albums, 40, is that it gives me homework. Yeah. It gives me a chance to really sit because I really listen. You know what I'm saying? And so far with listening to it, man, it ain't, you never mail it in. It's never nothing like, oh, man, like,
Now, I try to, I love doing music, you know. That's why I put so many songs on there. Because I just feel like my fan base, you know, I just owe it to them. They've been right there, you know, by my side from the beginning since '88. Yeah, man. Up until now. It's been many years, 31 years. And, you know, they've been right there, man. And they, you know, that's my duty is to, you know, to game up the world, you know, each one teach one. You know, man. I always, from the beginning, I always played like a teacher or a, you know, like a mentor,
but never
to
preachy
the soil. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Preachy, never too preachy. You know, I don't, because you can't belittle somebody that's doing wrong. You're supposed to just kind of like tutor them and tell them how to, you know, switch their life around in a different way. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a storyteller, narrating. You know, live from Magazine Street. I'm a narrator. You know what I'm saying? I like to paint pictures with my lyrics and whatnot.
And then even when we say the lyrics, bro, like I'm still listening. And I'm like, man, no matter how many songs are in your catalog, bro, you still find something where you're like, this dude, a master of words. You fit so much into one sentence. Even when you do collaborations or when you know what I'm saying? Like you don't get outshined. Nope. And no one, no matter if you say 31 years in the business, right? Yeah. You never hear somebody refer to you as old head or old artist, old school. You know what I'm saying? Because I see you on every show and you could get on stage with Roddy Ricch, you know what I'm saying? Or you can get on stage with Richie Rich.
Yes,
you
sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm an old ass youngster, man.
Yeah, easy
That's
talk.
Too short say. I say, how do they describe us short? He say, man, we some old ass youngsters.
Old ass, because you know I took veteran and relevant at the same time. I give it back to the community though.
Definitely,
I give it back to you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you said I'm veteran and relevant at the same damn time, I was like, no expiration date. Now, with practice makes paper, man, what's the formula for going back in, doing this once again? Because you never take a hiatus. Yeah. It's never time off. It's never like, you know, it's like you don't disappear. Yeah. What's the difference between jumping on, staying relevant, keeping your fan base in the bay, whatever it is, to when it's album time?
You know, just stand on other people's songs as well. You know, that always keeps you going while you working on your product. You know what I mean? And that's with some of the major artists, and I work with a lot of local artists. Yeah, man. I show them a lot of love, you know.
And you really share that, you know, as opposed to, you know, sometimes not even in hip hop, but sometimes, man, we just get 40, we get mine. Yeah. And we don't want to share. You know what I'm saying? But I even look on what you do with artists that's coming up, local artists, younger artists, and what you share on your social media. Why is that so important to you as well?
It's just important, you know, because I feel like, you know, a lot of the young men out there, the young rappers, women too. They don't really have that that OG that always embraces them. Right. Like, you know, I embrace those who want to be embraced. I rock with those who rock with me and ain't out there doing the silly stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you know, even if they do some silly stuff, keep it. You know what I'm saying? They young. We was all once young. Yeah, man. But at least I get a chance to chop it up with them, and then you know, okay, bam, hey man, let's do something. You know what I mean? But like I say, and that's what I rock with. You know, whoever get at me and you know, that I really like, you know, and so man, I'm just here. I'm just happy to just do music, man. Nice. It's just
hell yeah, you can tell.
This is really my passion. Like since I was in 4th grade playing the drums.
You never got tired of music or the music business?
The music business? It's been a time like, when 90 after Pac died, man.
Yeah.
Like for real though, it was like kind of hard for the West Coast. Like it was hard. Like everything swung towards the South. Even West Coast artists started just bumping nothing but the South.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, whatever. I was trying to still do mob music, holding on like a hubcap, like in the fast lane. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm trying to do my. I'm like, man, I'm sticking to the script. I'm keeping mob.
But you did go with some Little Johns, but you didn't change 40. You know what I'm saying?
Because I've always rocked with the South. Like I was on
and they always rocked with you early
albums,
on too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of UGK songs. We did plenty songs together, all of us. The whole South. Master P. He got the Bay in him too, and the South. Man. You know what I'm saying? Birdman, them. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of music with a lot of South artists.
But it did feel different around that time. You saying 40?
Well, I just feel we used to be in the South all the time. We used to be in Texas. You know what I'm saying? We'd be in the A. You know what I'm saying? We'd be out there moving around. We Midwest, Kansas City. You know what I'm talking about? All
but you were saying after Pac passed, like that's when you felt a little like,
Yeah, I was like, man, things ain't, everything ain't. It's that little time in hip hop where right now the West Coast ain't really it. So, when the region is hot, it's good. It's the best time for you to be hot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So I'm like,
we're all on.
Yeah, and I'm just glad when I first came in the game, I didn't sell like 4-5 million out the gate. It's been a gradually, I didn't have my super albums, my platinum was gold ones, and then, it might even out to ghetto gold, and then it come back up. So I've been, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I didn't did it all. So I'm just glad that I didn't just take off. It's been I was already ahead of my time, and now I think that has a lot to do with my longevity is being consistent, stand gamed up,
sir.
never lacking on what's going on, but still being me and stand within my envelope. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got to change with the times, or what? The times gonna change on you.
Yeah,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? And that's me. That's what I did. And and I've always been creative and subject matter wise, you know what I'm saying, content wise.
It's not hard for you though.
It's not hard at all, man.
Yeah,
I'm real gamed up, and I gas you, man. Don't do a song with me, man.
Yeah.
Don't do a song with me.
Yeah, man.
Don't do a song. If you do a song with me, man, I'm gonna go crazy. And like the fans, the people that don't like me, as spectators that really don't get me, they game goofy. It's something wrong with them in their head. It's something wrong.
It's not me, it's you.
They can't respect creativity.
Yeah, man.
And then go
but
over their
you've
head.
seen that 40 your whole career where it was like, oh, he rapped too fast. Oh, he this. Or it was always something.
Everybody rap fast now.
Yeah, man.
But mine is different. I'm all over the place like space. You just never know how I'm going to get at it. You might think I'm going to throw you a slider, but I'll throw you a fastball. You feel me?
40, like you said, you work with a lot of local artists and upcoming rappers and stuff like that. But have you ever had to tell one of these young rappers like, yo, it ain't your time yet? Or I can't work with you right now? Or
oh yeah, I just tell them, hey man, I'm watching you. Continue to stay positive.
Yeah.
Keep your foot on their
You're
neck.
on my radar.
Don't stop. You're on my radar. I'm just checking you out. And I wish you the best, good brother.
Yeah.
That's how I tell them.
And then plus you got to think 40. There was people back when you was getting on that we don't know if we had the whole get on. We didn't have a lot of the collaborations, and you know what I'm saying. We didn't have social media and email me a verse. Like you had to be on turf in the studio. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
right.
The access is a little easier right now where somebody can either try to get at you, but you do know how to say not at this moment. You can't say yes to everyone.
You can't. I can't. Oh, no, not at all.
That'll water you down, too.
Yeah, because my gas is very valuable.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
it's premium.
and I like to get on people's stuff that already got a little buzz going, so at least the song can end up, making some impact.
Yeah, help me help you.
Yeah, because if it's just something that's just gonna be mediocre, like the song, I'm gonna do my thing, and that rapper or that rapper might do their thing, but it might not have no push or nothing behind it, just sitting there. So it's just a wasted song. I don't like doing that, man. I like a song that's already has some impact, or a rapper that I feel like is just gonna be there.
Yeah, we compliment each other.
We compliment each other. Yeah, so I try to do that. I don't, because like I say, my gas is valuable, man. And,
yes, sir.
And
that's high octane.
It's high octane. It's not that easy to come by. It's not that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, after doing it for 31 years, it ain't that easy.
Right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? I make it look easy, but damn, I done said dang near everything it is to say in the game.
That's what I was
You know
saying,
what I'm
man. It's like, and then like 40, I'm telling you, homie, you can give us 12 tracks. And we'd be like, man, he gave us a hot 12.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you give us a hot 26.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then there were full double albums.
Yes.
Like that is a lot of game right there, man. And we seeing people 40, they're not working as hard right now. You know, you get a single, you good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People not even tripping off of let me get a whole album together. And with that being said, practice makes paper. How do you select who gets on a project with you?
Well, I look at, like, check this out. Let me just say this. I got somebody on my album, two dudes that I always wanted to do a record with. Lots of dudes on the album, but two of them is Method Man and Red Man.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
because we always been cool. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing them since the '90s, and so when Super Dave West, when Walt Liquor, Super Dave West manager, when he sent over these beats from Super Dave West, I just this sound like something Red Man to do with me. You know what I'm saying? So I
And
say
y'all have never recorded before?
never,
That's
but we
crazy.
always have
That's
just nothing but
crazy.
love for each other, all of us. You know what I'm saying? Me, I love them. Woo, you know, everybody. You know what I'm saying? So we old school. So I was like, man, it's gonna be a great song right here. So I got Method Man on there too, and it came out dope.
And the one thing with them, bro, is that they deadly with their pens.
Yeah,
still.
they are. They dope.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
legends, man. We come from the '90s, man. And I was like, let me do this because I rock with all the youngsters too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you mix up the
Hey,
old school
man.
because I got Scarface on that thing.
Hey man, and when I heard and you know, and Scarface is very particular about what he get on right now. You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't even rapping, big boy. He said you know what Scarface been doing lately?
What's
he said,
that?
man, I ain't been doing it. He said, he called me he called me Earl. I said, what's up, Brad? He said, Earl, I ain't been doing nothing but just being a vegan and playing golf.
I heard that, and he earned that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He earned that.
I get
I
it.
Hey,
say,
man.
well, I'm coming up there, man. Let's put it together like the weather. I said, I went to the Houston game when they played the Warriors, and I stayed out there a couple more days and went to the studio. Me and Faces in the studio.
Hey man,
Yeah.
that Watch the Homies, and I'm gonna tell you, aside from what I heard already with like Chase the Money,
Yeah.
that was the first one I went to.
Yeah.
That I hadn't heard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah.
and that was just because I saw Scarface.
Yeah.
The same way somebody else would look and say, "Oh, Ty Dolla $ign,
Right.
oh Roddy Ricch." You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. That's right.
So we gotta share just some of the collaborations on here.
Yeah.
All righty. Let me see here. All righty. Roddy Ricch, Quavo, Schoolboy Q, ASAP Ferg.
All on one song.
All on one song.
All on one
yeah,
song.
that's all on one song. You blessed you get one of those.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all on one song, man. And this is all on one song as well, man. One question. Jeremiah, Rick Ross, Chris Brown.
Smash.
You know what I'm saying?
Produced by Hitmaker.
G-Eazy, Ty Dolla $ign. The list goes on and on and on. P-Lo, Wiz Khalifa,
Wiz.
Scarface. The list go. I mean, man.
Fabulous.
40, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I think
Good
that you got enough in the reserve and in the tank that people know your pedigree and you just somebody you don't say no to because they know you gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we look at the business now, 40, where back in the days, everybody wanted to be on the major. I gotta be on Def Jam. I gotta be on such and such. I gotta be on such and such. But you always came in with ownership, sick with it. You know what I'm saying? Your marketing, like what did you see so early on that became a blueprint to what we see today? Ownership. First major, the label coming after you, giving you real bread.
Okay, now I'm not gonna even lie. I wanted to when I first came in the game. I wanted to be on a major.
Right.
Yeah.
But I said, you know what? Looking at Russell Simmons and how he did it, and Lil J, Jay Prince with Rap a Lot and all that, and even Luke Skywalker and them, they was doing it. But we had a small distribution outlet. Ours was like a one stop. We did it out the trunk of our cars as well, but ours is a one stop. Music People, City Hall Records, stuff like that. But just knowing that we was in it by. Like, we had to be independent. We didn't have no other outlet in Vallejo. Being from a small little city, we didn't have no other outlet,
And it wasn't like when we think about certain areas, when you do say Rap a Lot in Houston, they had to build that.
Yeah.
There's certain places that they had to build that. So you had, like, I had never heard of Vallejo until I heard E-40. And I'm right here, hundreds of miles away in the same state. You know what I'm saying?
5-hour drive.
Easy call. You know what I'm saying? So you did want to do the major. The majors didn't happen. So you're like, man, if we're going to do this, we got to do this ourselves.
Right. And we did it ourselves, and the majors came. But I didn't even do it like that. I had a major distribution deal.
Yeah.
So a lot of times right now, to this day, a lot of people, they might say they're independent, but they got major distribution.
Right.
At first, for the first like 6 years, we didn't have major distribution.
Y'all were hands-on,
We was
hands-on.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about Pitney Bowes, UPS. You know what I'm saying? Package to package, like shipping them out like a whole room full of just packages and wait for UPS to come pick it up and send it all out there to you know what I'm saying, Nebraska or Kansas City or you know what I'm saying, New Orleans, Baton Rouge, you know. Nah, seriously, that's our fam. They love us out there. Like that's many moons. You can run into a few people and they say, man, that's what we come up with, like Lil Boozy. You wouldn't believe how much music he know about, you know, E-40 and the Click from way back in the days. You know what I mean? I'm glad to have him on the album. You know what I'm saying? I got him on this new album.
But that's also, man, a lot of tuition being paid into the school of experience too, bro.
Yeah.
And you went through a lot of times, 40, where we were all over the place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of different styles. We were pro black, we were stiggity iggity, we were gangster, we was pop. You know what I'm saying?
I went through all stages of hip hop, from the piece
yeah.
You know what I'm
the
saying?
Africa signs and the
yeah. Then it went to the you know, the khakis and the you know, the G it was mob music as well, but it was also the LA scene too, you know, with the khakis and all that.
Yeah, man, Lolos and
Lolos, the G funk era, all that, you know what I'm saying, long when we was mob music. But we also, you know, I did songs with like with the Battle Cat sound, I call it, the G Funk area, and also Warren G and them sound. You know what I'm saying? So I've been involved in all parts of hip hop.
But I never seen it where I was like, what the hell is he doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell is he doing? Like you never went off the deep end where we was like, oh, I see what he's trying to capture right now.
Yeah,
like 40 playing himself.
Nah, I never would do it.
Yeah.
Even when I did songs with the South, I fit right in because I know how to adjust my style.
You did it your way.
Yeah, but I did it my way, and I knew how to adjust my style, but it still be me. You know what I'm saying? Because the South grew up on my music too. A lot of the South in real life.
Let me ask you this, man. Aside from music, E-40 in the neighborhood, man. What's gonna happen with the Warriors next year? I know you've been, man. You on the floor, tennis shoes right there on the line. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are really, when we say ambassador of the Bay, it seemed like you can walk around without a ticket in there.
They showed me nothing but love in there.
Yeah. Do you feel, when the Warriors lost, man, I heard the commentators say the end of a dynasty.
That's what they said?
Dude, and I even thought, like, man, that sound crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't say it's the end of a dynasty. Yeah. But do you feel like with the Warriors that it's changed a little bit now?
I think it's all about chemistry, bro. Like, you can get all these little mini super teams together, and the NBA, that's good for the NBA right now. They're putting together a good little package, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, realize this, man. What happened with the Warriors, you know, those injuries came out of nowhere, bro.
Man.
Hell yeah,
like that was unexpected. There was some tough injuries.
And you did not beat the best Warriors, and that's
right. And they wouldn't have never said nobody has said that if we was a healthy team, bro.
Right.
Nobody wouldn't be saying nothing.
End of a dynasty. What I mean? But now that we see these different movements with players Kawhi coming, you know, and they are building these these little super teams now, bro.
Yeah, they are. But you know, it's all about chemistry. You can have that super team, but are you going to be able to distribute the ball around right? Chemistry is going to be everything, and I think we master that.
You got to remember, even Oklahoma had Westbrook, Harden, and Durant at one point.
Come on.
Yeah,
and nothing happened.
Chemistry.
Come on. Nothing happened.
Yeah, man.
Like,
do you pay for your tickets, 40?
Yes, I do.
Jesus
and a lot
Christ.
of people don't realize that. They think I get them comped. Like,
right, yeah, not those.
I don't get them comped, man. I got receipts, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
And you be in there, bro.
Man.
I'm like, I remember
on.
one time you was so close. Remember you made 4 points. I was like,
I was just going to say, I remember that.
But no, my man be sitting there like, it was another time where he accidentally tripped Kawhi. He was like, oh, sorry about that, Playboy. My foot was on the court. Like, have you ever?
That's my biggest fear, though, because when I have my drink, I be purple, so I be having a big big cup, right?
Hell yeah.
So I make sure I take care of that cup. I put it under the seat. But I don't want the juice to just fall all over the liquor and shit.
Oh, my
fall all over.
That would be
He
funny.
like, man, fuck
Somebody
your court. This
slip, one of my
drink.
teammates one of my guys gets
Oh,
hurt.
my gosh.
And then
40
you the
messed it up
one
for the season.
Can you imagine if you the one that's the zoom in and we think we know 40, but people that don't even know you be like, hey, that's the guy.
The guys with the mobs have to come out.
Yeah, that's the guy
Oh, my
who ended
God.
Curry's career. Remember
Yeah,
that?
that's what I'm saying. I'll be real careful, man. Courtside, you gotta be real careful.
And then that
man.
Earl Stevens, even if you
Oh,
ain't
my
sipping
God.
on it, all
Hell
your
yeah.
liquor go down. That would be the worst,
I'm
man.
glad, man. That's why I stay prayed up just in case something like that.
Please, God, don't let anything happen while I'm
You know
sitting
what
in
I'm
these
saying?
front row seats.
Exactly.
Have you ever sat in the last few years? You ever sat like the 10th row?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Not the 10th, the 4th. Because one time they no. Oh, the last 10 years. The last 10 years I have.
He said the last
the
10
last,
years.
the last,
I
the
love
last
it.
5. The last 6 years I haven't.
Right.
I'm in courtside.
Right? Yeah, hell yeah.
My first time ever being courtside was, I believe, 2013, something like that. It was
Is it-
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
But I was BB. So you got BB
Right.
and then you got AA. You know what I mean?
You was like, man.
So AA is the
You
one.
like somebody sitting
BB
in
was the
front of
first.
me.
I think I paid $6,000 for me and wifey.
Right.
And I was
Each
like,
ticket?
Yeah, $3,000 a piece at
Oh,
that
okay.
time.
Nice.
At that time.
Yeah.
And then you go
W's
to
come.
AA, which is right. I'm talking about you still have access with BB.
Yeah.
But AA is the ultimate.
That's
touching
that's
the
the
floor.
come over
that's
handshakes.
that. That's up. What's up, Fo? What's up? Fo? You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So realize this when you
What's
go to
the
these
jump
games,
from BB to AA?
Like the price difference?
Thousands, yeah, really,
Damn.
in real life.
I believe it.
Real life. You just gotta know some friends too because you can buy the tickets from them.
Right.
You know what I
And
mean?
you
So
can't
as
always.
all
But it
these
seems like
years I made friends with a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Tech people,
Yeah, I mean,
execs,
yeah.
like all kind, you know what I mean? And so that's what I paid. I need 2 tickets. How much? You know what I'm saying? The most I paid for 2 seats, I think it was $28,000 a piece. That ain't nothing, right? That ain't nothing.
hell no, that ain't nothing.
It was
Hey,
2.
man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that ain't nothing.
That ain't nothing.
That's like what? If my math is right, that's $56,000,
Yeah,
right?
and then but that was during the playoffs. I wasn't done.
Yeah.
I wasn't even done. I had to go to a few more games. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my
So just realize this. You like,
Good
you know,
gosh.
Hey
that
man,
wasn't.
you be charging it to the show for real? He like, all right, I got a show in Texas.
hey, but you know what I get? It's also that's also promotion. It's also me doing something that I love to watch.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
basketball. I love sports. So I'm killing 2 birds in one stone.
Hell
I'm-
And you
Yeah.
work
I'm
hard
getting
for
my
these
marketing.
memories too,
Yeah,
man.
it's memories, and I got sometimes you got to treat yourself. You got to spoil
And
yourself.
that camera's on you too, because
Right.
you even go do news and sports shows
Right,
and everything.
I do it all.
It
Yeah,
adds to
yeah.
I
the
do it all.
brand.
Yeah, it adds to the brand. You know what I'm saying?
Think about how many
keeps up
people
your
are
portfolio
watching
and your
a
profile.
game.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, and we come from billboards and walking around with picket signs and new
Come on.
album. That right there, man, you can't beat that kind of
Can't beat it,
publicity.
man.
Yeah, man, because
No.
now these games are about who's sitting in the court side.
Yeah, it's
Like,
it's a whole
it's-
different way to
Hey,
promote.
I see a lot of
players anymore.
rappers trying to sit courtside
Hell
now.
yeah.
Yeah, man. But
Everywhere.
everybody can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
You know who gave me the idea to do it? And of course, Spike Lee and all.
Yeah,
them
yeah,
kind of-
yeah.
But when I seen Top Dog.
Oh,
Top
yeah.
Dog Entertainment. When
Yeah.
I seen him over there at the Clippers game,
Hey, man.
I called him. I see you, family. You over there looking like a boss.
Amen.
Right?
And Top go as Top.
That's what I'm
He'll
saying.
wear
He
his
go with
red
his
hat
Hell yeah.
with his
TD
Timber,
shirt.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and be sitting next to the tech genius.
Man,
You know
come
what I'm
on,
saying?
man. I love Top, man, for real. So I seen him. I was like, I got to do what Top Dog
Yeah.
doing because that's some good promo. I say, man, because I was so happy for him.
Right.
I
Yeah.
seen him come from the beginning. When we was all over at Warner Brothers.
Yes, sir.
You know what
Damn,
I'm saying?
hello.
I seen it. Yeah. And look at him, he winning now, just whooping their butts.
My man said 28,000 a piece, and then he said that's not a
Easy.
lot, right?
Yeah, because you have to.
And then
you have
there's
to
more
travel.
games.
Oh yeah, man. Sometimes I go with the team, like not on the plane with them, but
Right, right.
I
You
travel
travel.
out of state with them. Yeah,
What were the conversations with Drake during the series?
like blood, y'all finna get whooped on.
Yeah.
Was it a lot of texting, a lot of calling?
Every time somebody
Yeah.
went down, you're like, ah, fuck.
Nah, Drake. No, so I seen him at the game. I was like, first I told him, I said, we're gonna make a movie out of this.
Mhm.
Okay,
And y'all
let's,
did.
let's make a movie. Let's act like we understand me at each other. It was for the cameras. It was obvious because I said it. I say friendly competition.
Yeah,
like, I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
Gonna,
It's
he's not gonna
wrestling.
be choking me. I ain't gonna choke him. I got nothing but love for him. You
Yeah,
feel me?
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I'm happy for him because that team, I mean, that just being from a small soil, not a small soil, but being from a soil that really doesn't win a lot of games and all that, like, ain't never been in that position. This is their year.
Yeah.
You know, they did that. And I understand being an underdog, him being from Canada, me being from Vallejo.
Yeah.
You know, that's like, you know, that's underrated territories. So, you know, he was juiced about it. So I was like, okay, let's rock and roll, man. Let's make a movie out of this. He got a club up in that thing too, man. He got a club inside. He got a club inside of that stadium, man.
Damn.
A club.
Yeah,
it's
you need a
club.
membership. It's like
really?
thousands of dollars for a membership.
A real club, though.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about with you know, slapping with you know what I mean? The whole thing, like you up in a real club.
Being there,
It
be
was
like,
smoky
man.
in there, if you get my drift.
Hello.
Yeah.
Be like, man, what
Crazy.
Did I miss the
Inside the
game?
thing,
I'll
bro.
be like, man, I ain't paying no 28 racks per ticket to be up in the club.
It
Come
costs
on.
more probably for that than to go to the game.
That's crazy.
For some
Well, at
people.
first, the dude say no worries. It was a dude at the. He knew exactly who I was and everything. It was me, Chameleonaire,
Oh yeah, Chameleonaire
and a
doing
couple
it
of
too.
my other
I ain't
partners.
mad at you, convos.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah. Shout out to Chameleonaire. You understand me? And so Drake say, come on with me. So he's walking up there. Drake said, I gotta go use the bathroom right quick, you know, because Drake be drinking. He drank too.
As
so
he should.
Had to go use the bathroom real quick. So while we waiting, we right at the door, and dude say, no jerseys, no Warrior jerseys. I say, what we here with, and everybody else is saying, nah, that's Drake company. So Drake came back upstairs after he used the bathroom. He's like, why you didn't, man, that's E-40. You wouldn't let him in? What you tripping, blood? Move, man.
Damn,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
like, get out the
He
way.
apologized. I'm sorry for you. I knew who you was.
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. It ain't that damn
He didn't hit you with
serious.
it. It's not me. It's them. It's not me, man.
Nah, it was
That's the
him.
policy.
It was him
That's
by
the policy.
himself.
Yeah.
Sucker.
He was
a
hurt.
sucker.
40. I'm going to tell you straight up, and I should have did this off air. You owe me $118.
Damn,
Why
dog.
118?
Does he owe you 118 as well?
Almost. Yeah, pretty
Okay, and I know you owe Natalia about
Oh, for sure.
118. We bought this pressure cooker
Yeah.
that you said we should go buy.
Uh-huh.
Now, I don't know if I'm using this
lasagna or
right
something like that you make
because
on it.
everything that you make look amazing when you cook.
Right.
Man, I bought that damn pressure cooker, bro. You
Why
got
you
to
didn't
come by the
call-
house
Why you
and
didn't call me, man? I would have gave
For
you some
real,
tech
dog.
support over the phone. You could have FaceTimed me, and I would have showed you exactly what to do.
I need
We
that
all
tech
bought that
support.
shit.
Yeah,
Come
we
on,
all
man.
bought it, man.
All
We
of
all
us.
bought it.
Y'all don't use it?
I don't.
It go crazy.
I used
I
it
know
twice.
it go crazy for 40 water.
Yeah.
Now for big
I'm
boy,
the goon with the spoon,
yeah,
man.
hey man, I love
know what I'm
40,
talking about?
and you cook. I look at your Instagram, dude. I get hungry watching your shit, and you cook well, bro.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying? You cook very. Has that always been the goon with the spoon?
Yeah. Because you know why? Even when it's like ghetto meals, I call them the Magazine Street Special with like noodles and chicken.
Yeah.
So I take the chicken off the bone, put the noodles in there, the top ramen noodles. You
Yeah,
know, some
man.
celery, some onions.
Ooh.
Put some butter in the skillet after I done, cooked the noodles. Put it all in there. Put some butter in the skillet. Put some things around, flip them up.
Yeah,
and throw
man.
some eggs in there. Little lightweight spread. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
that. Flip that thing. So I just
Lightweight.
been doing it all my life, like cooking all my. Because I was the oldest of four.
Okay,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And how you think I got this baller belly?
Hello, but you cook. I'm like, man, like your seasoning. When I see the steak, just everything, I'm like, man, this dude go.
Yeah, I like to eat, man.
Yeah.
But my wifey can burn way more than
Oh,
me.
really,
man.
though?
Yeah, she burn way.
See, I cook my
way
ass
better than
off,
me.
right? And it's better in my relationship because my wife doesn't cook.
Right.
And I love to cook.
Yeah.
So that's why I was going to even ask, does the queen cook? But she
Yeah.
cook better than you?
Yeah, way better.
Damn.
Way better. I got certain things I can do better than her as far as when it comes to the
Rap.
kitchen, though.
Oh, you talking about in the kitchen?
in the kitchen?
Okay, I thought you- I was gonna say,
You got to see the face of it.
Queen over there, like, he can do what? Like, this motherfucker. She was like, baby, I'm going to let you have your interview. How long y'all been married, 40?
We've been married
Together. How long y'all been together and how long y'all been married?
We've been together since 1985. Damn. So
That's
what's how many
31
is that?
years.
Is
I'm-
that,
Nah, that's longer
more
than
that.
yeah.
I was
85.
born in '86. I'm turning 32. It's
15.
31.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead now.
That's 31. That's,
Yeah.
No, it's more than that because it's 31 years I've been rapping it. I came in 88. So
Yeah, so
that's
it's
like
30
35 years, somewhere like that, 34 years.
Yeah, because
But we've been married since
30
91.
years from 89. From 89 to now is 30
yeah.
years. So maybe
Why
you
we
lying
having a
about
problem
your
with
fucking
this?
yeah.
Hold on. Let's
Yeah,
go like
man.
this.
I'm about to
85,
edit all this shit out.
Hold on, 5. Hold on, here we go. 5.
Hey, dude, Day over there like you dumb motherfucker.
15. 34 years. That's what I said.
Yeah.
34 years together
Exactly.
and 28 married. 28
Wow.
married since 91. 28
Wow.
married.
What
28
is
married.
that stay in power?
That's my baby, man.
Yeah, man. Hey man,
my
I
baby.
remember years ago, 40. I wouldn't like if you come to my home now. My home is inspired by your home, and I ain't bulls. I ain't playing. I went to your house, right?
Yeah.
And when I walked into your house was a home.
Right.
I remember I went into your restroom. It was color coordinated. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because you used to go into hip hop houses.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, Redman got his money in his shoebox on top of the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they, you know, mattresses, grab a spot. I went into your house. It was like color coordinated rooms and this, that, and the other. And you was like, yeah, I picked my lot and Gary Payton is over here. And I was like, that's property.
Yeah.
And you probably don't even know what you showed me at that point. And I think about it all the time, 40.
I didn't know, man. I think I inspired a few people. Either Scott Storch been over there, Birdman been over there, and they you know what I'm saying? We try to do it Miami style, like Florida, the Florida look. You know what I mean? With the palm trees and all white and just, you know, state of the art type of, you know what I'm saying, vibe. So, but it tripped me out because, you know, some people are in real estate and stuff, so they go be nosy, and so they say, somebody got back to me. They was like, I didn't know E-40 only paid $625,000 for his house.
But how many years ago, too?
That was just for the dirt.
Gotcha.
That was many moons ago. That was just for the dirt.
Just for the soil, not even the buildup.
Silly people.
Yeah.
Silly people. The landscaping alone only cost, the landscaping alone was $160,000. Just the landscaping. They had nothing to do with the swimming pool. That was $60,000. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't got nothing to do with the 40 by 63 foot long sports court. Yeah, this is many moons ago. I did this when I was a youngster, man. You
hey,
know
man, you know how sometimes we want to see the money in our bank account, or we want to look at it, or we want the car, this, that, and the other. Like, what gave you the wherewithal to say, nah, I want to make sure that my home is comfortable?
Because that's how the OGs taught me.
Right.
Yeah. The OGs say, man, buy a piece of the land. Buy a piece of the earth. Get some land. Get some property. You know what I'm saying? You can't go wrong. That's money in the bank.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the smart thing to do. Because, you know, a lot of the youngsters are, you know, just a lot of people, period. They ain't got to just be a youngster. It could be somebody, there's some old heads out there that be just jacking off money, too.
Hell yeah.
Trying to impress a batch or something, you know what I'm saying? Like,
tricking.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
hell yeah. Like, ain't tricking if you got it. Yeah, it is.
Come on, man. It is.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Hell yeah.
I don't know where they getting that from.
Man. We're talking about album number 28, bro. And you know what's crazy? When we hear Short Dog, you know what I'm saying? When he do the album, the count, you know what I'm saying? And what would, if you rap that same thing, you could literally say I did thousands of songs. You know what I'm saying? 28 albums. It's crazy, 40. Like, do you ever listen back to any of your catalog and not forget, be like, damn, I do remember that?
I do. I forget songs and everything. You know, I really think I got more official rap songs than anyone on this earth. Official rap songs than anyone on this earth. Like not mixtapes. I'm talking about official. You feel what I'm saying? Not only that, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying, we ain't even counting the Click, you know, my the group, the Click, you know, which is platinum and gold artists, you know what I'm saying? Be Legit, D-Shot, Sugar T, you know, our group. That's my family. That's the Click, you know what I'm saying? We did Cap Savo and a whole bunch of other records together. So, you know, then, you know, they ain't counting the, you know, the collabs. I did a collab with me and Be Legit, you know what I'm saying? Did a collab with me and Too Short. We did 2 albums, History Mob Music and History Funk.
So out of this 28, that's not included?
That ain't included. That's not even included.
That's nuts.
Damn. And I had EPs that they ain't included
so
either.
we
like
could
EPs.
say 40 probably easily, huh? Like 40 projects
you could
easily.
definitely say at least 32, some 34. Yeah, easily if you add all. It's probably more than that. I gotta think back. You know what I'm saying? But I know for sure I got more songs, official songs, than anybody.
You never go back and recycle anything?
Oh yes, I do.
Oh,
but I
okay,
do
yeah.
it. Like remember on the Big Sean song, I make a whole stand outside forever like the Statue of Liberty.
Yes.
On this one, I said I make a whole stand outside forever like a scarecrow.
Yeah,
but they both go right.
Yeah,
you see what I'm
but
saying?
I'm talking about word for word. Like you know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, let me learn this again.
Yeah, sometimes I do it, but I say like I told you before, such and such and such. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know,
Quoting
that's how
yourself.
you do it. Yeah, and quoting my own self.
How do you pick what goes into a live show with so many heaters?
I gotta look at where I'm at.
Yeah,
if I'm in the
so
Midwest,
you can go.
I gotta sing songs like I definitely gotta. Well, we sing Captain Save-A-Ho and Sprinkle Me and all the classics like that all the time, no matter where we
Right.
at. But when it's a older crowd, like a Midwest, like Indianapolis, Indiana, we know we're gonna have to go back and go and play like Come On. That was on the Come On, boom, boom, boom. Me and be legit, you know what I'm saying? That was on the Master P Bout It soundtrack.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? We know we're gonna have to sing Be About Your Paper, man. Betty Skrilla Scratch, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's off the Click game related album 1995. You
Hey
feel
man,
me?
let me tell you what's crazy about that, because I had everything. You got to think we've been through. I've been through vinyl with E-40. I've been through cassette with E-40. I've been through CD, and I remember having to go get everything on CD. And now I just go to iTunes, and there's so many, like even there's just some things that I was like, oh my God, I had to go and get pretty much the whole catalog where everything is in there. And my E-40 list, bro, I can fly my playlist. I can fly from here to Africa and back,
And
That's
still-
true.
and still look and be like, oh, okay, I still got about another 14 hours of music on here.
That's
It's
true.
been a hella career, bro, and not like sunset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you one of them people I continue to see you ride into the sunrise, like because it just don't stop, bro.
Thank you, man.
Like it just don't.
And
stop.
I don't want people to think that I ain't, that I haven't like charted, like all my stuff charts and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, you can see me right now, number two or three on the rap charts on Billboard, and number 8 on the all genres Billboard charts right now. Like out of everything, country music, everything, number 8 right now. So the album came out today.
Hey man,
You know
would
what I
you
mean?
take a Old Town Road over everything that you've built?
That song?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, that song is dope.
Yeah.
That song is dope. That's a dope song. That's probably gonna sell for many years.
Right.
Wow.
But no, I like how I built my
Yeah,
from
man.
the ground up, and it's not saying his was from the, but just the slow nickel,
Yeah.
not the fast quarter.
I heard that.
Wait, I'm writing that shit down.
Hey man, I
Sorry.
write it all down, man. If you heard how many times I say, man, I got that from 40, you be like, man, this dude take all my stuff.
No, let me tell you. So one of my relatives was in Terminal Island back in the early '90s. I think late '80s.
I know exactly
early
what
90s.
story this is.
Yeah, and he was like, "Hey man, this is a dude out here, man. We be listening to Power 106, and you know what I'm saying. This is a dude named Big Boy, man. He a fan of yours. I think he rock with you." And I was like, "For real?" And then I finally met him.
Yeah.
And he was telling me a lot. He knew a lot about me.
But
know what I'm
it's a
saying?
trip. I used to say it's all bad, not knowing that it came from you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought that I created it's all bad.
Yeah.
And then it was so much language that was coming from this dude that it just got to a point where I would even start saying things, and I'm like, oh, wait, that ain't mine. That ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, hit me on my transmitter. Call me. Like, even to this day, I say, hey, man, call me at the living room. I got that from you.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, call me at the living room, like hit, or I
That's
tell
game
people hit me on my
acknowledged
way.
game.
And,
Game
man,
acknowledged game, man. That's how the world's supposed to circulate.
and so much got away from you too. You know
come
what
on,
I'm
you
saying?
know it.
Like, it's so much. Like, if people really knew where a lot came from, man, you would spend a lifetime saying if you just big up yourself.
A lot of people don't know that they done said something that came from somebody else, that came from somebody else, that came from somebody else, that got it from me.
Yeah.
And I didn't make up everything.
Right. And you would say that
It's
your whole
just-
career.
Yeah, my whole career. My I'm from the thick of it. I'm right there in the nucleus of it. I'm in the bay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where the game was originated at, man. You feel
Easy
me?
call.
So I've always been a woke dude. I was always, kicking back, soaking up game like a sponge, like a beach towel,
Yeah.
So I sponge it up because I'm OGs. That's why what I'm saying. I got my game from OGs. You know what I'm saying? Being a student of the game. That's how you become. Like me,
A counselor.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
But
how
you
become
always
like me.
I remember, man, you'd be like, oh yeah, you got to get back to the community.
You got to.
You know what I'm
You
saying? I'm
got
like, man. You know, and it's crazy because even when the world started saying for Shizzo and everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we know where it came from, and then we say, oh man, that's 40. Then you would come and say, nah, that's my partner. You know what I'm saying? Like you always, even though we tried to give it to you, those of us that did.
I always pay homage. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for us rappers and coining words and putting them out there, that's been me. Like,
Yeah, man.
It might be something I got. Like a lot of rappers get stuff from their OGs or a uncle or even an auntie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some slick talk. So they. You know, and they say it first, and it's like, okay, but you might find somebody in the South say, man, yeah, my uncle used to always say that, so I just start saying it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
So that's how the game go.
And then
you feel me?
when you do your ancestrytree.com and
Yeah.
or that 23andMe, it'll come back and that spit will come from you.
You right. That's real tough.
E-40.
That's real tough.
It all originates back to
Yes,
40
sir.
and someone around you, though.
You already know, man.
Yeah, man.
Because the game, I've just been seeing the game just be recycled, and a lot of words that some of the the newer generation say. I'm like,
Yeah.
man, we said
Now
this.
they want to copyright
we said
everything,
that so
everything
many
they say.
moons
Hey,
ago,
man,
bro.
let me tell you, you know what I
Like,
trip off of?
you know.
When people say broccoli, and I'm like, bro.
Come on.
40 said
Yeah.
I'm probably thinking 30 years or something.
I just came to
When
the
it was-
conclusion
Yeah.
as I just, not to cut you off. I just
No,
came
no.
to the conclusion as I grow older and become more wiser that sometimes these cats just really don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Yeah,
where it
it's
come
not
from. They got it from
disrespect.
somebody. They got it from somebody. You know what I mean? Like that. They
Mm-hmm.
don't know I was saying broccoli in 1992. Got
Yeah.
me a baggie full of broccoli and a Cricket Eyes 22. You know what I'm saying? And I was in the video with the baggie full of broccoli like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Practice looking hard.
40, I seen on your Instagram that we added a new drink to the product line.
Oh, my Lord.
E-40 tequila. What's up with
Straight
that?
from Jalisco, Mexico.
Hello.
That's where my whole family's from. How did that come about?
So you know, I started selling wine online.
Yeah.
So you know,
Oh,
I got.
is that a
Earl
rhyme?
Stevens.
Huh?
Is that a rhyme? I thought
it
you
just
was,
happened. It just happened.
I thought that was on the album. I was
Nah.
like, man, I'm still listening to the album. I was like, I started selling wine online.
Oh,
Is that a
I
friend
gotta
of
put
mine?
it. I gotta do. You know I'll do it. You know I'll do it.
Yeah.
You know I will. Hey.
So you started selling wine online.
Yeah, because
Right.
I've always been a fan of wine. I've always been a wine guy.
Hey, man.
I always liked
do
the
you
Carlo
remember
Rossi.
You used to come in
With the
and
big
he
jug?
with his brandy, right? And
Oh,
he
the
would
brandy.
be like, yeah, Brandon, yeah, I'm sipping on that Moesha.
Yeah,
and I was like,
Moesha.
Moesha, wow.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Moesha.
saying? I'm sipping on
Yeah.
that Moesha.
Yeah,
But go ahead,
definitely.
fam. Yeah.
Nah, so what it is,
Yeah.
is so I was like, I say, you know what? So I was I've been a brand ambassador for somebody else's brand before, which they was out of Cognac, France. It was called Landy Cognac. You know what I'm saying? And they wanted me and Snoop to be the face of it in the United States because they're big on the outside of it, right? But you know, at that time, so they didn't utilize the social media, and it was many years ago. And I was like, but I kept that kind of faded away for the United States. But I kept my contacts, like, you know, with the distributors, and I was like, one day I'm gonna be back with my own stuff. So I started selling wine online because one of the guys that worked for Landy Cognac started working at this wine company in Napa. So he was like, man, 40, man, we got some people that can bottle up your wine, and you understand me, and
Damn.
you know, do your own label and your own. You can build it from the ground up, do the tasting, however you want it formed. So me and wifey went up there and just, you know, we decided to come with mango Moscato. You know what I'm
Tasted
saying?
that before.
Yeah,
Good.
you know what I'm saying? A red blend. I call it Function Red Blend, which is Zinfandel and Cabernet, a regular Moscato, and a Trapiscato, which has all kind of
Trapiscato.
yeah, all kind of you know, flavorful components and you know,
I haven't
you know what I'm
tasted that
saying?
one yet.
Properties in it. You know what I'm saying? So you know, so basically, I wanted to call it Earl Stevens. I went to the
Real name?
Yeah, I went exactly my real name. I went to go get it done, the artwork and the packaging done by professional people that do nothing but liquor, adult beverages, and that's why it looks so luxurious and you know like it's up to what you wouldn't think a rapper would do.
And it's the right
packaging.
one too,
This-
bro. Like people
yeah.
that drink
Yeah.
swear by it for real.
Yeah.
You know, and we're at a time where everybody kind of wanted, man, my tennis shoe, my headphones, my shirt. You know what I'm saying? And you look over here and you get into the real wine,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying?
The real deal.
And that's yours.
707. I'm right there. See, I'm from the 707 Vallejo. That's 5 minutes to Napa, right outside of Vallejo. You know
Low
what I'm
hanging
saying?
fruit.
Right there. You know what I'm saying? So it was only natural, like an afro, for me to do this. You know what I'm saying? It just feels right. You know, me talking about wine all my life. Then I said, you know what? Remember we had the song Slurricane Hurricane?
Yes.
Okay, I started drinking Slurricane in a daiquiri form way back in 1986, 87 when I was at Grambling State University. And me and B Legit used to always go to the Village, and there was a store in there that served them in a big styrofoam cup with the top, You know what I'm saying? So I'm drinking in class.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at that time, and I'm not trying to be a bad influence, but at that time, the drinking age, the legal drinking age was 18, and that's how old I was.
Right.
So all I had to do was show my little ID. Got me
Good
some
to
alcohol. So anyway, years later, we out in, I think, Pine Bluff, Arkansas, and we was at a club called PJ's. Right. So we was drinking. It was the clique. We was on a little lightweight tour, drinking gin every day. You understand me? So, you know, if you do the same thing all the time, it just sometimes the effects don't, you know what I mean? So it's like,
get that tolerance, that saying,
Yeah, we was like, man, we need something that's going to get us there when we, you know, get there right away. You know what I'm saying? So we got at the bartender, and she was like, I got the perfect drink for you. And so we drunk it. We turned the party out, killed it. When we was done, we was like, man, I'm high, man. Everybody's feeling good. So she was just like, I say, hey, what was that we was drinking? She was like, oh, that was Hurricane.
Oh.
I said, I knew that tasted really good.
Yeah.
I knew it. I said, I need the recipe because I only had it in a daiquiri form. I never had it in a liquid form like that until she made it that day. You know what I mean?
Do she know?
She don't know.
What she opened y'all up to?
She might know now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the
that
drink actually comes from New Orleans.
Right.
Yeah,
You know,
I've had Hurricanes out there.
That drink had been around before I was born.
But
Hurricane.
you know what's crazy
You know
about
what I mean?
that? I didn't know the hurricane history because my introduction to hurricane was y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but you always
definitely.
throw it back and somebody asks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
I always throw it back. That's just me. That's how I'm built. You know what I'm saying? So basically, for us, that's how I'm built, paying homage to like New Orleans.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Easy call.
Yeah. So, but basically, we went ahead. I found, so once you in it with this adult beverage, you in it. I can make anything, bro. Let me tell you. So I made the premixed cocktail drink, Slurricane, Hurricane, right? And some of the varietals that I have is Blue Lagoon. I also have Yellowbird, which is a tropical drink out of the Bahamas. It's called Yellowbird. Very good. And the base of it is rum. Okay. And then
Well, you know what I'm thinking, and I'm going to cut you off, but even when you go and you do like old school in stores.
Yeah,
Remember how people used to line up to buy the album?
Oh, yeah.
People would line up
Yep.
to buy Earl Stevens.
Yep, that's right. Lines around the corner. Anytime I do an in-store or a bottle signing, we call it.
Yeah, hello.
You know?
Yeah.
I'll be doing something in Southern California too with my new with the E-40 tequila. Let me get to that right quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so I made you got Slurricane, Hurricane, premix cocktail drinks. Oh, I forgot I got a sweet tea too, and that's pretty much an Arnold Palmer with vodka in it. It's 20% alcohol, 40 proof.
Jesus, 20%.
Yeah, it's going. So they all available in like Bearmo, Total Wine. You know what I'm saying? And
Like reputable, real
yeah,
spot.
the real deal. Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, I'm in there. You know, so and then I decided to do the E-40 tequila. And I got Reposado, I got Añejo, and I got Blanco, which is to a lot of people silver like Patron, but it's not. It's Blanco. Blanco is a
clear one.
the clear one. It's the clear one. So you got the clear one, then you got the mid brown one, that's Reposado, then you got a darker one, which is Añejo. You know what I'm saying? They got extra Añejos, Cristallini, all kind of different
Have you
stuff
tried it,
that
Lou?
I'm doing. You know
I
what I'm
haven't
saying?
tried it yet.
Yeah, he
I'm
about
curious
to
to
though.
try it. Though. I'm on a tequila binge right now, dog.
Yeah, you look like it.
Oh yeah, if I had time, it's so early. I could have stopped by Bearmo and just picked some up and just brought it.
Oh, he gonna hold you to it.
Because I came straight from New York right out here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
he definitely gonna hold you to it.
I'm
I'll
gonna
probably
take
stop by
care of you.
myself.
I'll have some cases brought over here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he gonna drink
Because I
some
can't
cases
get
for
Big
real,
Boy
too.
to drink for nothing. I told him I needed to drink a teaspoon with some red wine or something.
Man, I drink a teaspoon. I probably kill everybody in sight. Y'all stick around, y'all ready? I got a story to tell you off here. You know, I got drunk once. I got drunk one time, man.
With who?
Me and my ex. It was Christmas Eve, 1994, bro.
Damn, he knows the date and everything.
Yeah, because it was a mess. You had a relationship with Pac that was unbelievable.
Yes, sir.
What did Pac mean to E-40? What was that friendship, kinship, relationship?
Just being a solid dude. One, like I say, you know, once Pac love you, he love you. You know what I'm saying? He didn't like sucker shit.
Yeah. No, go ahead now. Speak on it.
He just didn't like it. It ate him up. It hurt him badly. You know what I mean? So it bothers me too when people do sucker stuff. You know
Were
what I'm
you
saying?
ever concerned from the Pac that you met and knew and had, you know, intimate conversations with, to the Pac that you kind of saw with Death Row and a little bit? We knew that he was rah-rah.
He was always you know, crazy, but you know, I say I was looking at an interview a few months back. I don't know, it came across, I don't know if it was Twitter or whatever, and he said something on, he was on MTV, and somebody said, he was getting interviewed, and they was like, "So what do you think always gets you in trouble?" You know what he said? Because he didn't hold his tongue. He just, my big fat mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he was always he was comedy too. He was comedy.
Very much so.
But I looked at to do that. So in 5, like I was looking at some from 91 and 90.
Yeah, when
96.
they just recently put up another where it was like how many albums and
so like
songs.
75 million records and had like 11 albums or whatever on deck, or 7 albums on deck already for when he passed. I remember he told me that. He said he got albums from when he died. I don't think he was planning on dying anytime soon.
Right.
Didn't know he was gonna die like a year later, like a few months later, because this was 96. We was at Rappers Ball and he died later on, like a few months later. Like,
damn,
what I'm
I
saying?
was at Rappers Ball.
Yeah, you was at the Rappers Ball video.
That was at the house. The video was
No, you was in. I hope I don't go back to slinging yayo.
Really
Was you
though?
at Rappers Ball when everybody was there? Ice-T and everybody. Well, they was at that one too. Let me see.
Yeah, because I thought
It
it
was
was
hell of
Rappers
us.
Ball.
We was in
It could be-
Calabasas.
It could be wrong. I could be wrong. I remember Pac was wearing like a Versace shirt.
Yeah. You was at that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man. So that's when he told me. And then I didn't even and he played a lot of songs too that day.
Mm-hmm.
He played a lot of songs but he didn't play Changes. And I had Changes going on the Hall of Game album that he was on with $1 Million Spot and whatnot. You know what I mean? And I heard it on the radio. I'm like, hey, I got a song like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Changes. Neither
'cause I
one of
remember at
us
that
knew
time y'all
that we
had-
had that song Changes by Bruce Hornsby.
I remember that.
Neither one of us. We just said, well, great minds think alike. One thing about Pac, this would make him so legendary. He spoke for the people.
Yeah,
he spoke for the inner city, for everybody. He told the women to keep their head.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying? He made people feel that they were somebody.
Yeah, man.
His music
That rose that grew from concrete for real.
real. Come on, man. His music was like he had them heartfelt songs, make a gangster cry. You know what I'm saying? And that's what and he had club bangers, and then the boy knew how to do poetry and all that, and he was an actor.
Yeah,
boy
man.
can act his butt
Do you
off.
remember your last conversation or the last time y'all really kicked it together, you and Pac?
I think it was at Rappers
video?
Bar. And we probably talked after that a couple times too.
But that's
'Cause
that one that's
I wanted to
tattooed
go
on
to the
your
game.
head.
Did I want to go to that fight with him? I normally would go with slide out where we all we'd try to go to the same spots and whatnot. But I didn't do it that day. I never thought that would happen.
What was your last? Where were you at? Do you remember where you were at when your Pac got shot and when Pac got killed and when he passed?
I was in Rancho Solano in Fairfield, California, at my house out there, and he was I think was it Droopy or Issue? It was it couldn't have been Issue because he was too young. It was Droopy. Droopy was like he seen me sitting there listening to the radio. And he see me like just start getting teared up, and I'm just sitting on the bed. He just, what's the matter? His voice was hella puny. What's the matter, Dad? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I say my friend got shot, and it don't look too good. And then he say, and he just kind of like came and got closer to me and hugged me. Man. And then I just start crying because they told me they said he passed. Tupac has passed.
Hey man, you know what's crazy about that is where you say that you was kind of sitting. And your son asked what was going down. Mm-hmm. And I remember exactly where I was at when Pac got shot, and then I remember having to come on radio in LA and tell people that Pac passed.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I remember when I got the call about Nipsey. Mm-hmm. It was like where you were at. I was sitting in my room. I was crying. My daughter asked what happened.
Yeah.
I told her what happened. And I remember her getting behind me and just her comforting me.
Yeah.
Like the same way,
the kids
bro.
will comfort you, man.
Yeah,
you
man.
know?
Yeah, man.
That was heavy.
Yeah.
Miss Pac, man. And hip hop would be a lot different if he was alive.
Yeah. And hip hop would be a lot different if we didn't have Pac.
That's true.
In hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And that was a gift to the world, not to the genre. That was a gift to the world.
To the world.
Bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because now it's any soil, you don't have to be, from the inner city to make it big in hip hop no more. Mm-hmm. You don't have to be a certain race. You could just like it's everywhere.
And people ride for Pac in all shades of skin, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And what does that legacy still feel like? Because we've seen people that's been slick on the tongue recently. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, what is that legacy? What are you trying to preserve with Pac?
I just feel like, you know, you just can't erase somebody like that out of history.
Exactly.
You just can't. It's like no matter what you do, you're not going to be able to do it because this dude was that powerful. People really loved that dude, and he meant something to the world. Yeah. He wasn't there just sucking up the earth's oxygen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was there, you know, just bringing positivity and, you know what I'm saying, an uplifting spirit. He wasn't no angel, but you know what I'm saying? He was a thug angel.
Yeah, man. But you had great times and a lot of great memories with him as well, too,
yeah, definitely.
Man.
Me and a whole bunch of Bay Area cats.
That's
you know
dope,
what I'm
man. Big Boy's Neighborhood 40, definitely want to thank you for coming into the neighborhood, man. Practice makes paper. And you know what I always trip off of? I've been knowing 40 for years. We done sat down a lot, man. We done had a lot of personal conversation. I've been to your home. Thank you so much. But it was at one point recently, I just found out that, remember when I found out your glasses weren't prescription?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, all this time? You know what I'm saying?
I can see, man.
Hey, man, on your passport, are you wearing glasses? Are they off?
On my passport, I got them off. I think.
Yeah, right.
Okay, what about your ID? Usually, like your California state, they ask you to take them off too.
Yeah, or else it would take like corrections.
Yeah. Does yours say corrections?
I got these. I got some glasses on.
How? Why?
Because that's what I normally have on.
Yeah.
Someone just pull me over and they be like, "That ain't you."
Yeah.
Real glasses. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man,
these are non-prescription. These are what kind of glasses? Tell me what kind of glasses these is.
Those are Maybachs.
There you go. All right, let's go.
I ain't mad at
you. See the emblem from right here, dog.
You worked hard. Well, shit, I need glasses. That's why I couldn't see it. And I love how for years, 40, you always rocked them low.
That's the look,
and that's,
though.
Man, yeah.
I love it, dog.
Man, 40, man, I love you, brother. It's always a pleasure to see you, homie. Hey, man, and I don't even have to say never change because you never have, and I know you never will.
Thank you, man.
I appreciate it, man. Practice makes paper. Available for you right now. E-40 in the neighborhood, man. Big Boy's Neighborhood.